Leo, fellow Leo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. So dear fellow Leo, I love you so much and I welcome you to your reading from September 8th to the 14th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, the energy for you, and also we'll close out with an advice and an oracle card from the Ancestral love messages. Now, dear fellow Leo, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here to the channel, for bringing in your beautiful presence. And also, I want to emphasize the fact that these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Fellow Leo, let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. All right, starting off with the Queen of Cups, the Sun in the middle, which is you. Okay, so Leo, your challenge from September 8th to the 14th is the Page of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, there is the Knight of Swords, followed by the Page of Swords and the Empress. So your challenge here has to do a lot with either a new love or an apology coming into your life. That's something we're going to have to find out. But the Page of Cups here talks about, it talks about like genuine, naive, innocent love, okay? So this is something that could be coming in towards you. Also, there could be an apology headed towards your way. And this is talking about a relationship, a partner, a person, a lover. Possibly you're dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the recent past, dear Leo, you have the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So it looks like in the recent past, there was this collaborative energy. Everything was going well. You and this person seemed to be really working things out together. You were possibly dealing with again, water sign, possibly a fire sign. I'm also getting here a Capricorn or a Virgo. So for many of you, it looks like that you and this person were building something very profound. Okay, we're going to talk about this shortly. Now, in the present moment, there is the Sun, which is you. You're showing up in the middle of your reading, the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. So there is a lot of chaos going on around you, Leo. Like maybe things are changing in your life. Maybe some people are falling out of your life. There is conflict. There is some sort of an unresolved conflict, and it's been making you feel very heavy. You're really remaining yourself, putting yourself in a place of like, I'm confident. I know who I am. And you're remaining very positive, but it looks like something here has been very heavy for many of you, okay? It feels like this unfinished conflict and this conversation that hasn't happened yet, or, there is an argument that really you want to just like let it go. You know what I'm saying? With the 10 of Wands. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the near future, you have the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So in the near future, whatever you have been really holding on to, whatever situation has been very questionable for you, I feel like that's something that's finally coming to an end, okay? And I see here a major transition happening for you, which is going to lead to this sense of happiness, okay? There is a major transformation, transition. 10 of Swords here talks about you also got to watch out. This is not really a lover. I think this is more about some of the people around you to not get backstabbed, okay? Now you have the 6 of Swords, Page of Wands. There is an opportunity here for you to have a brand new beginning with someone. And this is going to require a lot of healing and open conversations because you have the Knight of Swords here coming at the bottom of the deck, okay? This is about an open conversation, or somebody could be heading towards your way to either give you the apology or to initiate some sort of a conversation just to have some sort of a closure or potentially a desire for a brand new beginning. We're going to get into your reading, dear fellow Leo, and find out more. Okay, so let's clarify the Page of Cups, which is your main challenge. So the Page of Cups, Leo, is clarified by the 6 of Cups, which is talking about somebody here coming from the past, or this is a past person that you're dealing with, okay? It could have multiple meanings here for you, but I'm going to stick onto that story. That's what I'm strongly feeling like, okay? So someone here is headed towards the sun, and the sun is you, clarified by the Hanged Man, okay? Potentially a Pisces. So someone here is having a major realization and an understanding. Whoever this person is, they still have been holding on to you. They still have been holding on to this connection. There is this sense of really not letting you go, okay? Somebody here has been having a really hard time to let you go. And this is the reason why they're actually coming up and wanting to make an offer to you. And if you were to see what's coming up at the bottom of the deck, right? This is the deck. Page of Cups again. So there is an apology, there is a conversation, somebody here wants to open up to you, okay? Those are the cards, we're not making anything up, it's literally right in front of us. So I just like to show the cards because we're all transparency on my channel. As you know, we Leos, we have big hearts, we are very open, honest, and transparent. So this conversation that's going to take place, I think this is in regards to somebody having a major epiphany with the Hanged Man. Someone's mind is being eliminated. Someone here is having a rude awakening and understanding that they really want to make you happy. This person wants to bring a lot of happiness and a lot of clarity into your life. And I feel like that this is someone with the Knight of Pentacles that I saw at the bottom of the deck. This is someone that's been very slow, or they have not even moved an inch. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody here had been really, really stagnating, like being in this energy of really thinking, doing a lot of internal thinking in regards to this connection. How do they want to move towards you? There's also the Judgment, Scorpio energy here, okay? So this means that this person is having a major epiphany and a realization about the way that they should approach you, okay? Because they already know you too well to make the same mistake again or the same mistakes again. So let's talk about the recent past here, okay? So there is an offer, as we saw, that's coming in towards your way. So in the recent past, Leo, I'm going to see what is the Queen of Cups here about. So the Queen of Cups here in the recent past is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Death. Yeah. So something here ended between you and this person. There is also the Seven of Swords at the bottom, which is talking about someone here was not being honest with you. Remember when I said in the beginning of this reading, dear fellow Leo, that something seemed to be really working out. There was a collaborative energy, but unexpectedly something came to an end. Okay. The Tower and the Death card here represents Scorpio energy, Scorpionic energy. An ending, maybe unexpected ending, something came to an end. And the Wheel of Fortune here also talks about destiny. This person seemed to be really part of your destiny, okay? Some sort of a change, and something really did not work out. It just came to an end. And one of the reasons why I already saw what's behind this, the Lovers, right? I just saw that. So there was some sort of dishonesty, a lot of trust issues between you and this person. I feel like that you and this person had a hard time trusting one another. A lot of questions I'm getting here, Leo, in the recent past, and in regards to the Lovers. And then there is the Magician. You felt a little bit manipulated by this situation, okay? But whatever happened between you and this person, there was this sense of manipulation. And one of the things that I see here that happened is that you might have even tried to give an opportunity to this person, regardless of some of the factors that you saw. I just saw the Three of Pentacles flipping over. So possibly for some of you, there could have been a third-party situation. But the third party also, Leo, can be like, substance abuse, alcohol, or somebody just doing something behind your back. Doesn't have to be with the person, could be, but it could be anything else, right? So the Ace of Wands here in the recent past is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so another double, triple confirmation, right? So for many of you Leos, I feel like that you really granted this person an opportunity with the Ace of Wands. You give them a second chance, you give them multiple chances, and you were still holding on to this connection. You were still holding on to this person. You really, really wanted to work things out with this individual, and someone here was very closed off, okay? Whoever this person was, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles, dear fellow Leo, came right back up. So somebody here was very closed off. Someone here was not really, moving towards the direction that you wanted to. I feel like this person is someone also that they were very slow and very much focused on money, career, whatever was important for them at the time. So even though you gave them the Ace of Wands, the opportunity, they just were not really receptive of that. And if you know, I'm your fellow Leo. I love you so much. And I also love a nice Ace of Wands, okay? Ace of Wands is a very good card. It's one of my favorite cards after the Magician. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, Leo, Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles here is talking about the collaborative energy. You know, I feel like that you really, maybe you were on and off with this person, but I feel like for some of you, every time you both would be together, something would happen, okay? This person would make you feel like on top of the world. This person would make you feel you were so compatible, everything was going great, and then you would just give all of yourself, and then all of a sudden, this person either would disappear or something would just happen that just make you feel very anxious, right? So it's like, you know, there was a lot of situations where you really question your worth and your value, which you should not, okay? Now, the moon, a lot of questions, a lot of anxiety. This is also talking about your subconscious mind. Some of you started having this anxiety deep within yourself towards the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisceana energy, and the Ten of Cups. Many of you started really asking yourself this question: is this really the person that I should have family with? Should I marry? Should I really settle down with? Some of you also could have been in a situation where maybe there were like children involved, right? So a lot of you, I feel like, really realized that, you know what, I'm just having this anxiety. I don't feel really comfortable moving forward with this person yet. And especially after having, you know, or encountering certain situations which did not seem to be pleasant for you. So you decided to move forward, or maybe this person decided to disconnect. I'm getting here very on and off ghosting energy, okay? So in the present moment, there is a lot that's happening around you. It's like you are really holding yourself very strongly in the middle of a chaos. Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands speaks about conflict, arguments, disagreements, misunderstanding, heavy burdens, multiple responsibilities, way too many responsibilities. And you are the Sun in the middle. You are the Lion. By the way, speaking of lions, so you know this is Henry. We named him Henry. And officially, this is going to be named Michael. Okay, so Michael is going to be the one. Laura, thank you so much for voting about it. And a lot of the people were like, oh, Michael will be great. Thank you for everyone else also for, you know, providing the names for this. So this is Michael and this is Henry. And I'm Arman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're quadruple Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury. Okay, and North Node in Scorpio. Okay, so in the present moment, the Sun is you. The Sun here, dear fellow Leo, talks about yourself. You are also shining up. And, you know, we are in the sign of Virgo. So every time, you know, there's a specific sign, the Sun is in that sign, and we kind of act and we become that sign, right? So you could feel like wanting to bring organization in your life, really get it out of a mess, and just like bringing order into your life. So the Sun is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Financial independence and also money, okay? So for many of you, I feel like that you're really focusing on your own independence, on your own. You're relying on yourself. You're not relying on anyone else. The Strength card, are you even really kidding me? Are you literally, Leo, kidding me? Look how in sync we are on into these readings together, okay? And the Ten of Swords. So for many of you, yes, it has taken a lot of strength for you to bounce back, but guess what? You actually did bounce back. Even though there was a very painful situation, something came to an end very unexpectedly, a lot of pain, a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, something ended, okay? You still have been able to really bounce back, and I'm so proud of you, and I know that that's your story. Well, you may say, Arman, I don't know, I don't have a job yet, I'm looking for another job, I'm a Leo, but I'm not really, you know, how do you do this, how do you do that? Leo, you're a frequency. Why don't you just tap into the frequency of a Leo? Did you know that? Did you know that there is multiple frequencies, infinite frequencies, infinite realities out there that you can actually tune into? Tune into the frequency of abundance, peace, love. Tune into the frequency of being a Leo. And someone commented under one of my videos that I'm the embodiment of what it means to be a Leo, and I know that you are too. You know, like I have literally the Leo necklace here, the lions here, some sassy shit out here. So this is about you. You already have done that. You may not really know that, but all it takes for you, Leo, is just to meditate, do breath work, and set an intention. Take a piece of paper. This is from Dr. Joe Dispenza. This is not some random talk, okay? Take a piece of paper and a pen and write down your desired reality. What do you want? Do you want a soulmate? Do you want a partner? Write the letter S. Right, soulmate, okay? And then write down next to it the characteristics, the emotions, and the feelings of a soulmate. And start feeling that that is your reality. And start feeling and living that that is you, and you already have that person, and that's what your reality is. That's it. That's a Dr. Joe Dispenza simple technique. And you become that. You become that love, you become that wealth. The same is W, wealth, right? Money, L, love. So you start embodying and becoming that. That means you become an electromagnetic and a vibrational match towards what you truly want to attract. You see what I'm saying? I was still stuck at my other job where, I was like, I did the same technique. And I started feeling as if I was already where I am today. I visualized everything, all of this, and it came true. So the same thing is what you can do also in the present moment. Of course, I'm not deterring too much onto the love reading, but I want to inspire you and give this genuine feedback to you, Leo, because sometimes I read your comments and it kind of like, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it breaks my heart, but I want to see every single Leo succeed. I want to see everyone succeed, regardless of their sign. But I'm a very heavy Leo. I'm heavy on Leo. So I'm saying, and I want to see you succeed. I want to see you healthy, blossoming. Even if you're a Leo that says, you know what, I'm very nonchalant and whatsoever. So you have a soulmate here, soul connection here with the lovers, right? Speaking of that, the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So the moment you decide to let go of any kind of attachment towards this person, whether they're going to come, whether they're not going to come, who's going to come, who's not going to come. You could be even attracting a brand new person offering a love towards you, like Page of Cups, somebody just totally new. But I feel like that this is a connection here that you already are aware of. And for many of you, this is a connection that you're becoming very clear about. That you're becoming very clear about what is it that you want with this person, okay? But you're not attaching yourself to how it's gonna happen. There is an unfinished conflict and an unfinished business here between you and this person here that has happened. And this is something that you really wanna resolve, clarified by the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords. So there is a big question in terms of dishonesty or why somebody did what they did. And your intuition is right about it. You already know the answer. I feel like you just keep questioning whether that's actually true or not. And you may not know, but this is somebody that's watching you. Three of Wands. This person is actually watching you, observing you from afar. They're gathering information. They're wanting to know what you are at. You may not really think of that, but you're always being watched, just so you know, okay? Five of Wands. And here's the thing. Your intuition already kind of knows the answer, but for whatever reason, Leo, you want to know the answer from a very 3D perspective, from a very 3D viewpoint. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the Ten of Swords here for you, Leo. The Ten of Swords here in the near future talks about some sort of a ending, okay? An ending that could happen between you and someone else. And this has to do a lot with you recognizing that, even though there is something that I have to let go of, this ending could mean both of you coming into agreement that you gotta let go of the past story and start from a clean slate. It's like almost I'm getting, you really deep down want to delete and almost like skip over with whatever happened between you and them, and they also to start on a new clean skate. But wanting is one thing and showing up with actions is another thing. Okay, Ace of Cups. There has to be pure intentions when it comes to making a love offer here. There is the Page of Wands and the Judgment, Scorpio energy again. So for many of you, you really got to decide how you want to move forward with this person. Do you even really want to give them an opportunity? Do you really want to move forward? Because wanting to skip over the past it's not about forgetting what has happened. It's really about learning the lessons from the past. And I feel like that this person and you seem to be really on the same page with the Six of Swords to move on and to move forward with whatever happened between you and them in order for you to actually to heal. Sorry, my room is a little bit dark, so we're gonna work with this now. Five of Wands, again, the conflict that happened. Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Obviously, there has been a history between you and this person. There has been a history between you and them, and I do strongly feel like here that for many of you, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking. First of all, how you want to put an end to this conflict. Page of Swords, looking at the Five of Wands, is about putting an end to the conflict that has happened. You and this person could come from like different cultures, different backgrounds. Okay, there is a lot of differences between you and this person that you are very much aware of, and you got to work things out with these differences with this person, okay? I'm not here to sugarcoat things, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm always keeping it very straightforward. So obviously there is opinions of differences that keeps showing up, and this could be in regards to commitment. This could be in regards to, different backgrounds and upbringing. Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So for you to really enter into a dynamic where you two are going to be very happy, you have a choice to make. You have a decision to make. You seem to be, Leo, getting to a point where you are good whether you are single, and you're good whether you're in a relationship. Like literally you're gonna be in that energy like, I'm good. I got my own money, I got my own thing, I got my own stability. If I wanna be in a relationship with the Ten of Pentacles, I can, but I'm in no rush. And the Nine of Wands here is telling me that, you already have been through multiple cycles and situations in the past with certain individuals, starting from family members to friends to lovers that really disappointed you, that really kind of betrayed your trust. And you do have your heart, and you still want to trust people, but you don't want to rush into anything. This is the reason why when somebody here wants to be with you, they want to make things work, they're on and off, whatever, you don't want that. It's very unsettling. It's not comfortable. It's not really propelling you forward. And I feel like for many of you, you have come to realize, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time, because you need to get your shit together, and you need to really make up your mind how you want to work things out, how you really want to move forward, okay? Because this person that wants to bring the apology, they're having an understanding, right? The Hangman, Pisces energy, could be a Capricorn, could be another fire sign, Gemini I'm getting here, Taurus, okay? They got to know what they want, and they got to be very honest, because just wanting to make a circle back into your life is not going to be enough just for them to have access to you, to your energy, and to your resources. So what is the advice, Leo, for you? You have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Chariot. So there is obviously history between you and this person, and then there is the Hierophant. Hierophant talks about commitment. It talks about marriage. And for many of you, I do feel like here that you gotta really be very specific and straightforward to this person, even to the minute detail with what you really want with this person. I feel like that a lot of you are gonna be able to move forward, okay? I see here after this conversation takes place with the Seven of Pentacles, you both discussed about the history between the two of you, open face-to-face conversation. I do see here movement happening with the Chariot and being able to move forward, leaving whatever has happened, the past, putting the past behind you and embarking onto a new journey. And this is the advice for you. You gotta be very, very specific and have your sword up and clear with your words, because when it comes towards you, Leo, you already have done the same thing multiple times in the past. I think that for many of you, you try to give this person an opportunity, and you didn't address things in the past. Now it's time for you to address specific things in the present moment and let them know where you are standing in a relationship, and not rush into making any commitments whatsoever yet. Because the person that's gonna try to come back and they're trying to really have a conversation, or they're gonna wanna reappear and wanna have a they want to have access to you, they need to earn that, okay? This time it's called earned, capital letters earned, okay? So let's see what is the ancestral love message here for you that you need to know, ancestral love message, or any other spiritual message that's going to come up for you to know. So Leo, wow, this card just kept coming up. This literally came up for Capricorn, and I think it was for another sign, might have been a Virgo. So it says Rama and Sita, holy union, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. And I'm going to elaborate on this, right? So we did talk about it's a love reading, but here again, like I said before, for those of you who are single, there could be a person coming into your life. A brand new person is going to make an offer to you. And this connection is a romantic opportunity and a soulmate connection. And I feel like that for many of you, your challenge here is going to be working through this connection, and this is someone that's going to be really, really wanting to put in the work to earn your trust, okay, to be with you. Because a lot of you, when you get into a new relationship with this person, I feel like you already are starting from experience, and you're going to be much wiser, okay, this time with this person. You're not forcing anything. You're not trying to, give this person a whole list of things, but you're just being very, very specific and setting a clear intention. So when you set a clear intention, like I told you, with a piece of paper, setting an intention, manifesting, visualizing, you're going to see how your outer reality is going to reflect that back to you. And when you get into that connection, when you get to the point where you really attract that, then you're going to realize that this is a holy union. This is a connection that's meant to be. And this person here, okay, like I said, could be a soulmate connection. And soulmates, they always come here to uplift us and to really show us something that we need to learn within ourselves. And it is our free will if we really want to move forward with these people, with this person or not. You have the choice here to make, and I believe in you because, look, You already have bounced back from a past situation that hurt you at a very deep level. Okay, now you have the opportunity and a decision here to make what you want for next. So, dear fellow Leo, thank you so much for being here. I love you so, so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.